Today we're going thrifting, and then we'll do a style review after I get home, and I'll show you everything I got with some styling. I found some fabulous things, fantastic home decor, things that I can use for Christmas styling, fabulous gift wrap. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Let's go thrifting. Hi, I'm Susan McDonald with Susan Jane Style, and I help people decorate and live stylishly by sourcing vintage and pre-owned home decor to make their home more beautiful. Today I'm going thrifting. I am going to hit a couple of my favorite stores. I have a couple hours that I can buzz around town, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So my first stop is here in the valley, north end of the valley. It's called Hope of the Valley Thrift Store. So that's the first stop. Let's go inside and check it out. Kind of like this horse, but I think the colors are a little odd. That blush pink gray with white. I definitely think it's older because it's got a felt on the bottom for furniture protector, felt underneath this. I am at the last stop for the day. I am at Mission Thrift here in Reseda. So started way out in the valley and then headed back towards my house. Usually that's how I like to go out and thrift to start at the farthest store away and work your way back. But let's go inside. So it's pretty busy in here right now. I'm kind of tired. I'm ready for some lunch. I think it's like 3 o'clock. So let's go see if we can find anything spectacular here. These have been here for a while. I do like them. They're very 80s. And I bet you these are going to be marked down by now. No, they're still $6.99. Okay, this is really cute, but that's really cute. But I think that's also been here a while. These have been here for a couple weeks. I do like these. They're actually pretty cute. I just don't need those. These are Gottinger. I think these are really cute. There's a little champagne. Okay, I really like these. I like the serving size on these. Okay, I'm gonna put these in my cart because I have thought about them a few times. Why didn't I get those? I do love that color. That's a nice bundle for $6.99. Those are actually very, very nice. Put this away. Yeah, with that round trim. Very chic, very kind of Ralph Lauren, but I'm not going to get those because they take a lot of room. Okay, you guys know I love gift wrap, so let's see if there's anything here good. These are $1.99 each. Okay, this is cute. Okay, so I guess these two together are $1.99. I think those are really cute. Oh, and then look at this stripe. That's $1.99. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the cart. And then these are all this is all too juvenile. That's Life Bright. I do like this. Maybe not. The plaid is pretty sophisticated. This is $1.99. I do like this one too. I think this is pretty. This is Merry Christmas. And this is also a nice one. So I may not get all these, but I just like to put things in my cart. Oh, here's something really interesting. What is this? is this? Okay, this is contact paper. Okay, this is from Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if I need any of this. It doesn't quite go with my house. Okay, this is an interesting little box. Okay, that is really cute. It's a cute little jewelry box, but I don't really need that. Okay, so here's the Mackenzie Childs. Let's see. Zodak. Okay, it says not for food use. Okay, those are kind of cool. I do like those. Okay, they've had this gold guy for weeks. Weeks and weeks. He still hasn't sold. Tons and tons for Christmas. I found this piece of pottery. This is artisan pottery. The bottom is signed Ricard. And it's just got a really beautiful, beautiful finish. I love the abstract colors here. You can even see some blue in here with beiges, browns, and I love this sort of organic shape of the top, the imperfections. It's $5, and I think that's a lot of look for the money. So this is gonna go in the cart. This is the cart. I think this is gonna be the final. I'm actually, okay, waffled. These are now back in the purchase pile. I think they're very cute. 99 cents a roll, that's a good deal on gift wrap. Definitely gonna get the mugs. Look at this. I just love that animation with that ball tail as the handle. And back to this incredible vase. Definitely gonna get that. And these are by Godinger. I'm thinking these are probably vintage 20 or so years old. So all of this is going to be for myself. Nothing here is for resale. I'll do a little more research on this. If it's extremely valuable, worth like a couple $100, then I would list it. So let's make that last run, see what else I can find. I love these two. It's a pair. They're $7 each. These are stamped, made in Japan. I think they're really beautiful. Not the price point I'm going for. I'm really torn because I think they're very special. The ones that I found online do not have the floral trim on top. It's white. So I think I'm just gonna have to put these in the cart for a moment. This is also really pretty too. What's the deal on this? Okay, this is made in China. I like it, but I don't love it. I don't need to have it. On the fence on these two. I think I'll have to grab my cart and get down here and get these two in my cart. I am back from my thrift store outing, and now I'm going to share with you everything that I got and why I got that, and also do some styling with each piece. So the first thing that I picked up was this gorgeous bamboo vase. Now this is rectangular in shape. I think this is from maybe the early 2000s. So it has this bamboo kind of detail. Well, it's made from bamboo, and then it's got this shell colored red tile down the center, and it's on both sides. So I'm excited I can use both sides. And again, it's a rectangular shape. It's in pretty good condition considering that it is secondhand. And I immediately thought it would go with my other bamboo pieces that I've collected in the last couple of years, kind of the red spun bamboo. But I also thought this would be really great for Christmas, even though there is kind of a slight Asian kind of vibe to this, but I thought it'd be really great for Christmas. I'm gonna try styling it that way. And I believe I paid $8.99 for this. Well, everything at that first store was 25% off. So I don't know, maybe I paid $6, $6.50, something like that. I thought that was a great deal, and I think there's a lot of look for the money in this. The next item I'm really excited about is this white basket. Now, I'm not that big of a basket person, but I just thought this was very charming, almost a little bit Wizard of Ozzy, if you will, with Dorothy and her little basket for that she would carry Toto around in. So this has a lid, look at that. Oops, I have a little paper in here for my staging, so we'll get rid of that. So nice and clean inside. I can't tell if someone spray painted this white. First I thought I did, but I think that it's too even, and So I think that it just came like this, but I thought this would be great for making like an entryway statement display of Christmas things if you want to welcome people into your home. Again, you're going to get some height with a basket. You could have the handles up, you could have it down. I styled it popping the lid open, and then I put some of my haul items inside the basket, but you could put whatever, like stuffed animals. There's lots of possibilities. My mind, of course, was thinking of all the things that you could possibly do with this, but well made. I love the hinges on the top. It does have a little bit of minor damage right here. It's missing a strip, but I can live with that. I'm totally fine with that. And this was $5.99. Again, less 25%. So $4.50? $4.50? Yeah, I think that might be right. My next item, I was immediately taken to this. Look at this tin container. There's a label on the bottom that the font looks like it says there's a C and an R, I believe. I think it says Crate and Barrel. I'm thinking maybe they sold some butter cookies or something. It's part of that Quimper. If you guys know the Quimper, that name rings a bell. Look at that pretty decorative top. This I thought would be just fun for just styling it in my home. I think in my kitchen, I think it'd be fun. I love the French vibes. This French yellow with blue is very typical of French decor. So check out how I styled this. I'm kind of excited. I had the perfect pieces. My next piece is not something that I really needed, but I do like my horses. So look at this. This is, I believe, some kind of plaster. I feel like this horse is not in the original, with the original paint. I feel like someone may have painted this. It just seems like kind of a sloppy paint job. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think it isn't that well done. I think the colors are kind of off, if you will. So normally I won't usually take on a project. I've kind of learned my lesson, but I did like this, and I think that I could spray paint this, or, you know, spray paint it more of a white or maybe black, or I don't know. I don't know what I would do with this, but I thought there was potential here. Again, he's really grand. He's got a great base. There is a chip here on the end, but you know, I can live with that. The other thing that's sort of interesting, he almost looks like he was originally a carousel horse. So there's a hole up here, and then there's, you probably can't see it, there's a hole that would be here too. So maybe he was part of some carousel thing. I don't know, but I didn't want to leave him behind. I liked him. He was $10.99. So with 25% off, it's in $2.50. So I don't know, $8.50, something like that. I thought he was a good deal. Now, I was under a little bit of pressure when I was shopping there. I actually had forgotten they had 25% off on Tuesday. I thought it was only Thursdays, but Tuesday this store does it too. From 10 to 2, it's 25% off everything in the store. So I got in there a little bit late, so I had to make sure that I checked out before 2 o'clock because they're super strict. So I found this box with these lanterns. This is, I believe this is Target Home. That would be the brand on this. It looks like this at one point had gotten kind of wet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 lanterns. This looks like this has never been used. And then you have to stretch these out like this. So that's one part of this kit. And then the other part is going to be the bulbs that go in and these wires that support the lanterns. So I didn't assemble this. I just thought for, this was $5. So I guess $1, $3.75 I think is what I paid for this. So it says it's string lights, end-to-end connectors, connects up to 6. I have to see if I'm reading this right. String lights, end-to-end connectors, connects up to 60 lamps, includes 1 spare fuse. So, well, I don't know. I got 5 in this box. Maybe I got gypped. I don't know. Anyway, so I did think this could be fun. I have a little patio outside my condo, which is where I do most of my photography. And I thought, you know, if I have some people for drinks or a little kind of a quiet dinner, just because my table is out in the center of kind of my condo building. So I try to be respectful and not be too noisy. Anyway, you know, I don't know if you guys want to see cords, but these are the bulbs that came with this. I think that has to be a typo on the front of the box. So what do I have? I guess, okay, so these are the bulbs that would go with it. I think this is someone else's extension cord. I can't imagine this came with this kit. And then these are the frames that you pop in, and I haven't tried this. You pop these in. I guess you secure the bulb up here. You pop these into these to expand and hold these in a position. So it could definitely be a fun gift for someone. I plan to keep these because I think this will be fun and might get me to do some entertaining. Another cute little item I picked up. Again, this is all for my own house. I don't think I have anything to resell in this haul. Look at this cute little planter box, miniature planter box. It's ceramic. There's a sticker on the bottom. It says made in Taiwan. This was $2.99, so 25% off. So I guess it's 75 cents. So I guess it would what I guess it was $2.25. It has just had styrofoam in it, so I plan to clean this out, and I'll probably get some faux greenery. But sometimes I feel like in decorating, you just need a small item, and I thought this could really suit the bill, depending upon what you were trying to do or what I'm trying to do around my house. And a very usable piece, and will look great in my home. You guys know I love my linens, and I love finding beautiful napkins, placemats at the thrift store. So I got these. Look how gorgeous these are. Kind of these wine colors. Look how pretty. And these were all new in their cellophane bag. And each of them had a tag on it. I think these were Anthropologie. Just check out that tag there. And so they each had this clipped inside. They were $2.99 each, less 25%. So I think they were $2.25 each. Obviously new, brand new. They've never been used. Really excited about that. So have a beautiful set of 4. I think this will be really fun for holiday time, or if I have some friends over and we're doing, some kind of wine tasting. Looking forward to using these. One more item. This was actually tucked into the box with the lanterns. So it's this tablet. It's a list of things to do today. Price was $1.99. I didn't know it was in my box because I didn't really get into the box. I just bought it and trusted that everything would be in there. So this was actually in that box. And I find it interesting because I love, little details like this. It says Greens Reference Calendars, Los Angeles, California, 90047. So I'm thinking this is probably from the 70s. And then what's also just very interesting, this is very yellow, this top page. And look at the difference. It's much whiter and cleaner on the second page. So I think this was never used. This will go in my gift bin. I will probably tear away this yellow page. I think it's just sort of not so nice. But, it's kind of a fun thing. I feel like everybody loves a nice piece of paper to list out your things to do. My next couple of items are Christmas theme, and I got this little guy. One thing I'm looking for right now is little fun, inexpensive things that I can embellish my packages with once I gift wrap them, because Christmas is coming up fast, and I wanted to add something unique and thrifted and vintage to all my gifts. So this guy was 99 cents, and he will look really fun on top of a package. And then I found this little tin box. This says made in Hong Kong. So I thought this was a cute little scene. And this is something else I can either put just a few cookies in for a coworker at my day job, or for, a friend or relative, or even like putting this on top of a package. But this was pretty clean inside. I found this, look at this artichoke with this gray base. Now this has a Home Goods, it has the remnant of a Home Goods label here. And I paid $10 for this. I really liked the artichoke. I thought that was really well done. And at first I didn't really like the gray base, but then I thought, oh, this is perfect for my crumbling garden aesthetic that I have going in my living room. And so once I put that together, and I want to just encourage people, if you guys haven't done any kind of vision board or theme or something in Pinterest, or you've taken magazines and cut them up and made your own, actual board with photos, it will help you so much to, when you're out thrifting, kind of knowing what to be looking for. Like I said, I almost passed on this. I'm like, I don't really like this combination, but once I thought about, does it work in with my theme of crumbling garden? And when I realized, yes, it does. So I got it home and I've done some styling with it, and it's like, I'm so glad I got it. So I'm glad I followed my instinct. That was definitely a moment of like, I think I should get this. I think I need to get this. And then I put it together and I was like, oh yeah, I got to get this. Look at this shell. Look at this gold and cream shell. This is another one that I have to confess, home goods. So I hope I didn't pay more than retail on this, or what it originally retailed for. So this was $7.99. It says, I guess it's a resin, but it's covered with, I think it's covered with like mother of pearl kind of shell, or maybe they've gotten really good at doing a look-alike, if you will, a look-alike for that mother of pearl kind of vibe. But I love this big grand shell. I love these neutral colors. This will look really good in my home, or at least in my stash until I can find a place for it. So also at the Goodwill, there was a lot of glassware that I was very interested in and I really liked. I did some Google Lens searching. Nothing was particularly valuable, so I didn't pick up anything for resale, although I did kind of really want several of those pieces. But since they weren't worth a lot of money, I thought, okay, if I can't stop thinking about these, I know I can just go buy it for 10 bucks or $6 or whatever online. But I did find some beautiful wine glasses. I ended up with, let's see, I got a set of 8 on these. These are crystal. We love our crystal test, and when that comes through with a beautiful ring. So these have a beautiful cut stem, and they are not marked Lenox, but my research shows that this is Lenox, and I think it's called Hospitality Plain. I'm thinking maybe it was a commercial, used in hotels, restaurants, or something. Goodwill, their promotion that day was all green tags were half off. This was a green tag at $9.99. So I got 8 stems on these for $5. So I couldn't resist. This beautiful artisanal or artisan handcrafted pottery vase. I love the colors in this. There's little bits of blue and white. I love the ribbing on this. I love the irregular shape. Check out how it's it's just not even all the way around the top. And this has got a artisan mark on the bottom. I paid $5, $4.99 for this. And I thought that was a steal at $5. This will look great with branches in it, or just made it up with some other things that are compatible. And I definitely have a few pieces that will look really great with this piece. So I'm going to be keeping this. I love it. I think it's really gorgeous. My next item, look at these soup bowls. I love these. Look at that round handle. These are made in Portugal. So I loved the fact made in Portugal. I love the green color, nice and clean inside. So it's the pair. It was $4 for the pair. And these I have looked at. I think I've looked at these. They had been sitting there for like a month, and they hadn't been marked down, and no one had bought them. So finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get these. These are so cute and so fun, and will really work well with my dishes and some china that I use every day. It'll be great for soup. It's the perfect size. So I actually rotated out some things that I liked, but I was just kind of over. So I did rotate out to make room for these. Up next is gift wrap. I love gift wrap, and I love Christmas gift wrap. My sister and I, we used to love to go shopping the day after Christmas. We would love to buy gift wrap because it was all marked down. So we'd love to go from store to store to build our stash for next year for gift wrap. So I could not resist these and was so excited to find them. So I got this pair. Look at these Santas. So cute. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Now these were brand new. These had never been opened. Now, I did realize after I got these, I paid $1.99 for the pair on these. And so I got it home and it was like, oh, each roll was 99 cents. So on this one, I paid, I guess, original retail. Maybe I don't think you can get gift wrap anymore for 99 cents a roll, even at maybe Dollar Tree. I did actually price some of the holiday gift wrap that's in my grocery store right now, my Ralph's. And so I'm like, well, what is gift wrap going for these days? So I checked it out and it was like, oh, okay, I still got a good deal. I think it was going for, I want to say $6.99, $8.99. Anyway, and so I got this one too. This one just is red with Merry Christmas. Very tasteful, very nice. This was brand new, never opened. Love that. And then I love this one. This is extra long, just to compare it to the other one I got. This was $1.99. Very, very pretty. And again, new with the wrapping paper on that, or the cellophane. And then this one, I think this might be my favorite from this bundle that I got. It's very, I just saw it, and I just thought this is very Kate Spade. And you guys know how much I am a fan of Kate Spade. Now this was a little bit torn here, but I don't think it was ever used. So this was also, now this one was $1.99. Excited to add 5 new rolls to my Christmas gift wrap stash. I hope you enjoyed today's thrift store shopping adventure. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And remember, decorate and live stylishly. I will see you next time. Bye.